This is not the first video in which a YouTuber has sat on the ground in front of a couch and talked about something emotional, and this will not be the last, but I'm happy to be here. Hi. You guys. Ha! Whew! Ugh. Damn on it. I'm going through a bit of a time right now. Yes. I'm having trouble. My hair, my bangs right now look like a cartoon mustache, so if we could all just ignore my clear lack of giving a shit, because I haven't trimmed my bangs in like 2 months. Yay, self-care. Time to take my own advice for once. But for reals, I really need to go, like, figure out all this stuff, because I'm turning into, like, a full Jimmy Neutron character. Today, I thought we'd do something therapeutic, maybe. Hard to talk about, definitely. Probably hard to listen to, absolutely. Mental health? My mental health? Trichotillomania? Fear of things? Not feeling great in general right now? To be honest, the main thing that kind of spurred this on was because this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. What up? I mean this sincerely. BetterHelp is helping me so much right now. I wish I could describe to you how helpful it is. Basically, it's private online counseling where you can talk to someone about your problems, what you're going through. If you have anything that you want to get off your chest or your mind or your heart, you're feeling like you need someone to talk to, it's amazing. You get to talk to fully licensed counselors. They're trained, fully accredited. They're LGBTQ plus friendly. You can get religious ones or non-religious ones. You can get men or women. Like, you can choose all different sorts of things, which is awesome. Also, like couples therapy, if you want to do that. All you have to do to sign up is go to betterhelp.com/Arden. That's my code. I'll fart it down right here so you can check it out. You fill out a questionnaire, they match a counselor to you that's perfect for you, and you can start counseling today, which is awesome. It's also cheaper than in-person counseling. If you can't afford counseling, there's financial aid available to you if you want to apply for it. And it's like $35 to $65 a week, which is not horrible because it's unlimited counseling. That means that you can be connected to someone all the time on your phone or computer, especially if you're someone who is going through something right now and you want someone to be able to talk to you at any given time. Like, that is invaluable, let me tell you. And I'll explain in a little bit why it's been great for me. You can schedule video, phone, or text conversations, which means that if you don't want to be on camera or you don't want to have to hear your voice, you can just text someone, which is actually what I've been doing recently, and it's been so helpful. Also, if you don't gel with the person that you're chatting with, you can switch counselors or therapists immediately if you want to. And best of all, you can do it from the comfort of your home. You can do it if you're out and about. One of their ads, which I actually thought was a really, really good ad, was a girl trying on jeans in a dressing room, and the walls are like kind of shrinking in, and she starts texting her counselor to be like, I need help right now, I'm feeling really horrible about myself. And then there's kind of like the walls stop stretching in and kind of expand. The help is here. It's there. It's BetterHelp. Also, it's all online, so you don't have to do it in person if that helps you a lot. That being said, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this. If you guys want to go check out the link, I am getting paid to put a link in the description box, just so you know. But legitimately, I have been using this service, and the amount of tears that I have shed in the last week could fill a swimming pool. In the best kind of way, in like a soul-clearing kind of way. And it's entirely because of BetterHelp. Just wanted to point that out. Hardcore. I originally heard about BetterHelp, by the way, from Philip DeFranco, and I really considered signing up because I have had therapists in the past, and I always liked them, but there was something about it that just felt like I was putting on an act every time I would go in to talk to them, and I hated it because I felt like I never really got to the root of the problem. And I think part of the problem was that I was going in person, and I felt like I had to put on a face when I was seeing my therapist, which is like such a dumb thing to think you have to do, and also like they can see right through you, so there's no point in doing that. But having just an app on my phone has been amazing. Like, seriously, it's this easy. There's too many apps. I write big long things to the person who is helping me out, and they respond in a timely manner, which is great. And, you know, if I get to the point where I want to talk to someone on the phone or on a video chat, I can, but it's been so helpful just having it in my hand so that when I have a thought or like something that is sad or like whatever or anxious, I can just like type it up on my phone and send it, and then I feel like I've validated that feeling, and it feels great. That part feels great. It comes with a lot of tears, but it feels great. So, why have I been, you know, doing the therapy thing? Why, you know, she's so happy all the time. What could she possibly be struggling with? She, you know, she gives advice. Does she take her own advice? Rarely. Okay, so on that note, should we get into the real shit now? I'm gonna put on this watch because I want to procrastinate. Ha! Why talk about feelings when you could just wear a really cool watch? I've been going through a rough couple months. And I don't think you could probably tell from the outside. This is how every one of these videos starts. You couldn't really tell because I wasn't posting about it if I was upset or not feeling very good. And obviously that is a huge defense mechanism to feel like you don't want to talk about something, so you just make everything pretty and nice on the outside, while it feels like a tornado of knives on the inside. No, not a tornado of knives. No, more just like static on the inside, you know what I mean? Like just like nothing going on. You guys know I have had trichotillomania for a really long time, an ICD issue. And trichotillomania is sort of the canary in the coal mine, so to speak. It is the thing that tells me when I'm not doing okay mentally. It is not something that kind of like operates separately, and it's not something that in itself makes me feel bad, but it is something that happens when I feel bad. When I'm already anxious, when I'm already tired, when I'm already stressed out, I start pulling out my hair, my eyelashes and my eyebrows. And it's been a lot worse lately. Like every time I sit down, I am picking, or like, I don't know, I just, like, I'll peel my toenails off. Like I just do weird shit, and it's just like weird self-destructive stuff that's just not helpful. And most of the time it's just sort of like time waster kind of stuff. It's like, oh, I don't want to work, so what's my procrastination? I'm gonna watch YouTube and just like pick out my eyelashes. And Will is the sweetest person in the entire world. He is the only reason why my face is not completely bald right now, is because every time I start, he tells me to stop. And I've gotten mad at him recently, and I feel really bad about it because I just, like, it's the only thing that soothes me anymore. And that was when I knew that there was something going on. I think it's just, you know, I don't want to be a downer. Oh, I don't want this to be such a downer video. But I feel like my YouTube channel is a very happy, peppy place, and it's a place where I give a lot of advice and kind of like big sister chats, which I love doing. And I don't really touch a lot on the mental health stuff. And in the past, I always said I didn't talk about mental health as much because I didn't feel it personally. Like, I was never an anxious person. I was never a depressed person, so I couldn't really talk about that kind of stuff. But I think I was actually just denying how I was feeling, and like denying the fact that I was also going through shit, and like I just didn't want to really admit it to myself, and then embarrass myself by admitting it to other people, which still feels just not fun. Like even now, this just doesn't feel fun, which is also why I haven't really made very frequent videos recently, is because like I'm stuck in the chrysalis. And I really want to like bust out of it, but I feel like still really tight and claustrophobic and contained, and I don't know how to get out of it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Originally this video was supposed to be sort of an advice video, but I guess I'm kind of asking for advice. I don't know how to do this. Like I don't know how to be normal when I don't feel good. When I'm not myself, I can't function regularly. Like I try to come up with video ideas and I hate all of them. Like I look at them and I'm like, oh my God, you're stuck in the past. And it makes me so sad because I've never felt this way about myself before. And I think that's the thing that has been really hard for me, is that I have always been such a confident person and like so self-assured and really like a self-motivated person. And I just don't feel it anymore. I feel like I've been like stripped of my superpower. Like I used to be able to be like the positive person in the room. And I used to make the joke because a lot of my friends are, you know, struggling with mental health disorders in general. But I would always make the kind of joke of like, at least I'm the one person that's not depressed. And it's like, but oh, joke's on you. The irony is there. And I don't know when that changed. And I think that's the thing that is really sad to me. And I was just like, not even kidding, I was texting with my counselor on BetterHelp, shout out, and she asked me what the last time I felt really satisfied in my job was. And it made me cry because the last time I realized I felt satisfied with my job was in July of last year. And that feels like a really long time ago. That was over a year ago. And it's crazy how quickly that happened. Like, I don't know how it happened, but it did. And it doesn't mean that I hate doing YouTube. It doesn't mean that I hate doing the things that I'm doing, but it means that I need to fix something, you know, internally to figure out why I feel this way. You know, I think for a while I chalked it up to the fact that I don't really like the content that's on YouTube, or I don't like, you know, going on the popular page and seeing that people who like want to punch each other's faces or like make stupid diss tracks, they're all getting millions of views. And, you know, I've got my own little sweet pocket of the internet that I hang out in, but it's not exactly the most popular pocket of the internet. And maybe I felt bitter about that, but I think that it's something else, because that used to never bother me. I loved having a niche audience. I loved having a group of people that understood what I was about, and it didn't bother me that I wasn't mainstream, and now it's bothering me, and it didn't before. And I find the same thing to be true of social media. Like, I used to love going on Instagram and Twitter and just like seeing what my friends were up to and like being creatively inspired by people. And now I can't go on Instagram without wanting to cry because I compare myself to every single one of my friends. I can't help but scroll through and feel like I am so inferior. And I never feel this way. Like, it just got to me one day and it's never left. Could you leave? Like, I don't want to feel like this. So I stopped going on Instagram, really. I'll go on there to post things, but I don't scroll anymore. Like, I'll go and make sure I'm liking like my friends' stuff. Like, I'll try to go on their pages specifically, like the people that still make me feel good about myself, and I'll like their photos. But like, I don't really scroll on Instagram anymore because it legitimately, like, it's a downer for me. And I think it kind of like, it translates, because when I'm feeling down, I don't post really awesome content, and then it's just like a vicious cycle. And maybe it doesn't look like that on the outside, but it just feels like that. The other thing that my counselor asked me was if I had more energy and more time, what would I put my time and my effort into? And the thing that I said was art. Like, I was like, I love doing animations. I love illustrating. I love doing all of that. And I don't do it. Like, I just don't do it. And if I do, I use it as an excuse to work. Like, I make illustrations for my videos, or I do animations for my videos, and I try to make my art my work as well so that I feel productive. And I think I'm coming to the conclusion that that's not really how it works. Like, you have to have life-fulfilling things and work. You can't try to like smash them together, because it doesn't always work that way. So that was kind of something interesting. I think I need to explore my hobbies more. There's always like this like grinding feeling of YouTube never being enough. Like, I always need to be doing more. I actually made a whole video like before I left LA to come to London, because I'm helping Will move into his new apartment. We're at his parents' house right now. But I made a whole video before I left that I ended up just like, I edited it, and it made me so depressed that I just deleted the whole thing, because it was like me crying for 10 minutes about seemingly nothing, but also everything in my life right now. And it just felt so like masturbatory. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, it felt wrong to post. And yet I've been seeing all these videos on the internet of people being like, I have, YouTube fatigue. I'm feeling tired. I haven't made a video I've been proud of in 5 years. You know what I mean? Like all these crazy videos. And I never felt like I was justified to make one of those videos because I'm not that personality. Like that's what I always told myself. Like, you're not that personality. You're the person people think is bright and happy and fun. Which I am, but I think I'm allowed to have like a rough couple months, and that's what it's been like. Will knows this. Every time I've uploaded a video, I have gone into a deep dark hole. Every single time. And I can't describe it. I don't know why. It's just, I think I have intrinsically linked my self-worth with my YouTube channel and my Instagram and my Twitter and you guys, and it is so deeply unhealthy. And I don't really know how to find the balance with that anymore. I don't know what that means, because the moment I stop doing the thing that I've been doing since I was 13 years old, the moment I stop doing that thing, I don't have anything. You know what I mean? And that's really scary to me. So, I don't know. This was really therapeutic, actually. The other thing that my counselor said to me was that it looks like I'm trying to take a step in the next direction for my life. And when she told me that, I was like, I am. I just don't know what that step is. And that's what's giving me so much anxiety, is like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And I don't know where I need to put my energy to get there, you know? And that's the thing that's really like driving me crazy. So all I've been trying to do is throw myself into things that I like. And to be honest, writing has been really helpful. I've been journaling or like writing things. Like we're trying to do more stuff with Almost Adulting. And I've been trying to kind of like write scenes that I think of in my head around it. And like just, I don't know, just trying to conceptualize what my next step looks like, and writing it all down makes me feel so much better. So I would highly recommend that if you're going through something. But you know, it's just, no one really tells you, like people give you advice, but no one really tells you how to deal with like your own demons or like what's really bothering you. Because like if I think about like what the inside of my head looks like, it's like this like jumbled up mess, kind of like what you would find in like a vacuum cleaner at the end of the day, with like certain little bright strokes of yarn that are ideas that never find an end or are too knotted up to ever like make something of, because I have so many things I want to do and no clear path to do them. Like no. And this is all mental. This is not like I do have a clear path to do them, but I can't find it in my head. So like I said, originally this is supposed to be an advice video. Now it's turned into like a hear me whine for a while video. But I guess like if I can find any silver lining in this or like anything, it's just like I'm going through a purging period. Like my brain, my body is going through a purging period. I can't go a day without like breaking down at some point. Now it's gotten to the point of, and that's fine. I'm getting used to it. And you know, one day it'll be over and that'll be so nice. And when it is, I'll be so happy. I keep like waiting for that moment and it'll come, but it would be so nice if it came like tomorrow. But I want to make more stuff, you know, like I feel like I've been doing this thing where I tweet out or a Instagram story like an idea I have and I'm so excited about it, and I write it down and like ask you guys about it and you're like, yes, great idea, go do it. And then all of the motivation to do it like drains out of my body. And I'm like, wait, where did that all go? You had so many ideas. Why aren't you going to do them? And then I like think about them and I'm like, no, that's a stupid idea. And then I like put all my ideas down and I shove them down into a trash compactor and then I incinerate them and then they never go anywhere. And so I need to stop doing that. I gotta like pin them up on the wall and make them a pretty presentation and make me realize that like the ideas I have are good and they don't have to be like viewed by 5.5 million people to be good ideas. It's not hard to see that it's exhausting. People get burned out constantly. Like it's not a shock to anyone. And I've been doing this for 10 years, so I need to give myself a break. And I guess that's the other thing I would tell you is that like give yourself a break. This life, it's stressful. We have the constant news cycle like chirping in our ear about all this terrible shit that's happening and like the next thing that someone's done that's gonna ruin the world, and like the water levels rising and all of the fish dying and all of our food coming to shit. And like just yesterday I saw an article about how Australians are finding sewing needles in their strawberries, and like that is horrifying to me because I'm also terrified of needles. That's the other thing. I have a very big phobia of doctors, hence the reason why I also don't like seeing therapists, because I'm scared they're gonna tell me I need to go and get something figured out and get a blood test or something, and then I'll puke and cry and die in a doctor's office. And also get infected because for whatever reason the needle would be infected. Obviously, in my nightmare, that would happen. So yeah, shit's bad. It is. Like, it just is sometimes. But also it's good. Like, there's good stuff happening all the time. Which is why I think my next video, or maybe the one right before this, might be a brief moment in time in between all of the madness. Because I kind of just want to sit on my favorite subreddits and talk about nice, fun things. And fill my day with nice, cute things like animals and fluffy things. And Will, because I love him and I want to be around him all the time, and that is all I want, you know. That's it. So anyways, check out betterhelp.com/Arden if you're feeling great or not so great or whatever. You just want to have a chat. Do it. Defo do it. They ask you things like, are you having constant depressive thoughts like currently, or is this something that you've struggled with in the past? Are you suicidal right now? When was the last time you attempted? Like those kind of questions, which are really helpful also for you to look at yourself and be like, oh, yeah, I probably need to talk to someone. And I'm not giving you like specifics on how I answered any of that, but at the same time, it is just nice to like, I don't know. There's just, I think the biggest thing is like seek validation for the way you're feeling, not who you are as a person. That's the biggest thing. Working online and working on the interwebs has taught me is like, I need to like come to terms with how I'm feeling. And I'm serious. When I send a text message to my counselor, that is, it gives it like, it just makes me feel like a human being again and like validates what I'm feeling 150%. And that is so much more important than anything else. Like Instagram likes, whatever, YouTube views, comments, doesn't matter. Just like the feeling of being heard matters. And that is, I guess, also partially why I'm doing this, but not really. I'm doing this for myself. And for money, because this is sponsored. But also for myself, because I need to do this. I need to be honest. I need to be honest about how I'm feeling right now. And I've been feeling this since February, March of this year. I said the last time I was happy with my work was July of last year, so I don't know if that answers anything for you. If this has made anyone feel worse, by the way, I'm so sorry. I honestly was just trying to like, I'm just trying to connect and make people realize that like, it happens to everyone. Everyone feels this way at some point. So if I'm honest about it, it means you get to be honest about it too. And also that means that if you're doing great, fucking yes, like do great. I'm so happy that you're doing great. And like, I love knowing that other people are in a good place mentally. So thank God there are people who are doing well. Cause I want to be there, and like, I'm excited to get back to that place. And I hope anyone who's struggling is excited to get back to that place too. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my validation video. And thank you to BetterHelp.com for sponsoring this. If you want to go and try it out, sign up, talk to a counselor today. BetterHelp.com/Arden would be a big help for me. Also, it's great motivation for me to keep making videos that you guys, you know, enjoy these kind of things. So definitely comment down below if you're feeling similar or whatevs. And I'll see you guys for the next one. The next one will be a little lighter, hopefully. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to be honest with myself. I'm trying to be honest with you. And I don't want to minimize that. So that was my couch video. That was my on the floor couch video, everybody. I did it. There's one required. This is what they don't tell you at YouTube, is that in your contract to get AdSense, you have to do one of these videos. So you're welcome, YouTube. You can give me my AdSense now, please. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys for the next one. Bye.